Okay. Nipe Patrick my speech. Tusonge kidogo tu tuweke hiyo spacing kwa sababu ya COVID is still real. Sitaki mtu nyuma yangu. Tusonge kidogo tu, 1 inch. 1 inch kidogo tu. SD kidogo tu. Kidogo tu. Ama mtaka mimi nitoe kofia? Wacheni zenyu. Sisi hapa hatuingizi njeve. Hatuingizi njeve. Okay, wacha nitoe basi. Sawa. Sawa. Are we set to start? The ones going live, we are good to go? I want to thank you for coming here today. This is the Maendeleo chapter position for the 2022 general elections. After wide consultations and vigorous discussions with the Maendeleo chapter party leadership, we have decided that it is time for all of us, especially leaders, to focus on what matters most in this country, and that is the people, wananchi of Kenya. Currently in Kenya, the reality is that the cost of living is forever going up. Unemployment is a thorn in the flesh, and the dreams of many are turning into despair. I do believe it is time for a new way of doing things. This calls for the right persons to be at the steering wheel of this mighty train that will take us from dreams to reality. A few days ago, we held a press conference on what we viewed was an exclusion habit at a time when we should all be working together as a team on the ground campaigning. The issue at hand was the concept of what others refer to as a three-legged stool, and the concept of a better and more stable four-legged stool or table. If you have a stool of 3 legs and someone adds a 4th one, it means that you're more stable. Anyone who insists on only 3 legs can only be doing it for blackmail, because when one of the 3 legs is broken, the stool will have to collapse. But a 4-legged table that loses 1 leg remains standing. The concern of Maendeleo Chapter Party is that development, and we mean real development, is realized in our country. Our previous leaders, beginning with Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, together with Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, Daniel Arap Moi with George Saitoti and others, Mwai Kibaki with all of us, and Uhuru Kenyatta with William Ruto and many of us, have transformed Kenya to where we have reached. They need to be respected and acknowledged. We have an opportunity to make Kenya an even greater place, where our dusty roads will be transformed to tarmac roads, where the hopelessness of our youth will become well-paying jobs, where starvation will be a thing of the past, where bureaucratic red tape will be cut so that frustrations are kept at bay, and even more importantly, where poverty will be rolled back in a chap-chap manner. The transformation will require the right kind of leader, whose heart is not on the self, whose experience is tried, tested, and who you can unify our nation. I have talked to many leaders. I have talked to many friends. I have talked to family members. And in the last few days, together with Maendeleo Chap Party, we have made decisions because we've realized we have options. We are not in something for the sake of it. We have options, and we want to be able to exercise our options for the goodness of the people of this country. And so we have resolved the following as Maendeleo Chapter Party. 1 is that we are grateful to all those who we have engaged with and the support of many Kenyans, and promised that as a party, our agenda will be Mwananchi and development first. It is about Mwananchi, not about positions in government or power games. 2, we have unanimously decided to support the presidency of His Excellency Raila Odinga under the Azimio umbrella because he is the one who is better placed to transform Kenya. I wish to confirm that I have at last seen the document that was placed with the registrar of parties. I have read it and presented it to my team, and we are satisfied. Therefore, 3, Maendeleo Chap will work together with all the other Azimio parties to campaign in every ridge and every hill in our nation. From the Savannah grasslands in Taita to the amazing Longalayani of Turkana, from the fresh waters of Lake Victoria to the massive blue waters of the Kenyan coastline, from the mango farms of Ukambani to the sloping hills of Miraa, Macadamia, tea and coffee of Mount Kenya, to each corner where the heart of a Kenyan child beats as their eyes open wide with dreams of a good life, we will campaign for Raila Amolo Odinga and for Azimio. To this end, and this is very important, I have a special plea for His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka. Your Excellency Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, I respect you. But this campaign is not about you. And it's not about me or many of the leaders vying for office. It is about the aspirations of the people of Kenya. And at this juncture, it is about the victory of the great Jacom Raila Amolo Odinga. Therefore, I request you humbly, let us work together, strategize together, and even campaign together, because that is the only way we can win. Yes, we are competitors in a country yearning for generational change that is focused not on the past, but the comfort of the present and assurances of a good future. But this should not blind us to the task at hand. I'm ready for a handshake. So let us cease fire and forge forward as a team to secure Raila's presidency. 4, why Raila? Why Raila? I have a soft spot for Raila. I've said that many times. He's a wonderful man. He's full of charisma and a big heart. A humble man despite his power and influence. I like him. And also, I'm very fond of Mama Ida, who has taken care of him all these years despite many challenges. Raila is not just a leader. I consider him to be my friend. And he looks at me as a friend, and Mama Ida treats me as if I'm her son. So I have a very soft spot for Raila Odinga, and I trust him. But more than just being a good and pleasant chap, if you can be allowed to call him chap, Raila is a focused leader with wisdom and a sharp brain that is very clear of where Kenya needs to be. He's a diplomat par excellence and a strategist who is able to unite the people while at the same time ensuring we all score. He's a captain, a pilot, an aviator that will take us beyond the skies to prosperity. And truth be told, it is also his time. It is also Raila's time. Just like it was Nelson Mandela's time on May 10th, 1994 in South Africa, this August 9th, 2022 is the time for Raila Odinga to create the country that even our unborn great-great-grandchildren will forever be proud of. And lastly, I am 51 years old. Very happy, 51 years old. Very youthful, 51 years old. Full of energy and strategy of a Maendeleo chap leader. I do believe that this country needs the wisdom of an experienced and elder statesman combined with the vigor, proven track record, ability, and focus of a youthful person. I, therefore, with the urging of my party members, present myself for consideration as the running mate for the position of the Deputy President to Jacom Raila Amolo Odinga. I know that with him, he will be sending me and I will rush chap and get it done. So that Kenya becomes another Singapore or Malaysia where people will have more money in their pockets. His Excellency Raila also needs someone he can trust and count on. I trust him and I know he can trust me. Hataki kusumbuliwa, like our youth will always tell you, kukembangori mapema ni muhimu Ama ni aje? Si ukweli? And to my friends and family members of the Mount Kenya region, I leave you with this parting shot. Andũ a nyũmba, niĩ njĩtagwo Alfred Ng'ang'a Mutua, mwenanie mwĩ handũ hega biũ. Mungu awabariki. Sijui kama kuna maswali yoyote, kuna microphone mtapewa ndio muweze kuongea kwa njia ambayo inasikika. Lakini kabla ya maswali hayo, ningeomba my Secretary General aongee machache, and one of our leaders will introduce themselves. Just quick 1-2 statements, alafu tuongee. Karibu.
My name is Wilfred Nyamu Mati. I'm the Secretary General, Maendeleo Chapter. Our party leader, Dr. Alfred Mutua, we are happy and proud of you, because when Azimio came up with a document that did not speak to inclusivity and respect for democratic space, you stood up